Hi everyone, hope you're all doing okay. So I asked you guys a question yesterday. I asked you, can a true Christian be a homosexual? And the reason I asked this question is because this issue, whether you will like it or not, exists within the church, like many other issues. And because this one is so taboo, it is never addressed, and we need to address it because there are Christians that are dealing with these issues within their families. So many of you responded, so thank you for that, for taking part. I appreciate all your responses. Now, what I discovered from that was that largely, most especially with the African community, the word abomination featured heavily. And one person even went so far as to say that they should all be put to death. And I don't think that's the right way to think about it. We must remember that there is nobody that is without sin. We've all, sinned and come short of the glory of God. So I went back to the Bible to try and understand what God said about it and how he viewed it. And you can find that in the book of Romans, the first chapter, from around verse 21. God is describing this particular group of people. And one of the identifying factors with this group of people was homosexuality. And the reason God walks away from this, because that's his solution. God walks away from it. He left them up to do whatever it is they wanted to do. The reason he did that is because homosexuality is in effect calling God a lie. And one of the characteristics of God we know is that he cannot lie. And everything that he has made perfect in his sight. Because the reason he made us for his pleasure. He made us because he wanted to. This is my understanding of it. And as such, when we now reverse or change the things that he has done, or the way in which he tells us to conduct ourselves, then we are calling him a liar. And we are saying that our way is better than his way, that we know better than him. And I think this is the issue with homosexuality, where God is concerned. I would encourage us all to try and understand these people. They are human beings just like you and me. And you cannot accuse them of sinning when you also are sinning, because with God there is no categorization of sin. However, there are grades of sin, and by grades of sin, I mean the consequences that come with sin. For example, murder would carry a greater consequence than, say, telling a lie about going to the shop or something like that. The consequences are different. And so with this particular kind of sin, God has categorized it as one that he doesn't want anything to do with, simply because they are calling him a liar. This is the understanding that I've got from reading the word of God. So let's always remember that in whatever we are doing, let's lead with a compassionate foot. Yes, lead with compassion, because that is what Christ did, and we are called to be Christ-like. Anybody he encountered, he met them with love and healing. He left them a better person than they were, before they met him. And that is what we should endeavor to do. And immediately pointing the finger at people and accusing them of abominations and this, that, and the other, when you are, in fact, no better, and perhaps you're no better. You're no better. If you cheat on your spouse, you are committing an abomination, because that is going against what God has said that you should do. So let's be careful how we we spread that word around. You know, you as a human being, to hear somebody call you an abomination, you know, you would feel a certain way about it. So let's just try and be compassionate. They are human beings. They are our brothers and they are our sisters. They are in our churches. They are in our families. We need to find a way of addressing this issue rather than hatred. It always fascinates me how Christians are so quick to be hateful for things that they don't understand. So that's all I wanted to say. I hope you have a good day. Bye.